Hello, happy Blue Friday. I just thought I would do a video while I am getting ready because I'm going to go to a garage sale. Um, there have been a lot of things going on that I have not bothered to tell you about, and there's a lot of catching up for anybody that's following me, the 14 people or whatever the heck it is. So there's a lot of stuff. Um, I am back at my mooch doctor's house. I only stayed about 4 days at the camp and then I left. Um, I'll try and think and get ready at the same time. Um, what happened was it was a couple of different things, and I did the math, and then I decided to leave. Um, First, one day, new neighbors were a few camps down from me, down the same path, and at my camping membership. And the guy was walking back looking into my rig and into the cab, and he kind of skimmed, he kind of trimmed the corner, kind of went kind of sort of into my space a little bit, but just closer than he should have been. You know, it was like it was like he was trying to get as close as he could without getting in trouble. You know, pushing the limits, kind of a thing. And but yet his space was way down the path, and he could have easily made a straight line to his campsite without coming anywhere near mine. It just wasn't necessary. So it just kind of made me a little uneasy, a little suspicious. So what is he doing, checking me out, trying to see if there's another person in here, a guy? What do I have? You know, is he trying? Is he scouting to steal from me? You know what is he up to? And I don't know how he would do it. You know, right here in camp. I don't know how you think he'd get away with that. So I guess maybe he thinks he'd follow me down the road when I leave or something. I don't know. I don't know what the plan would be. But okay, so that was one thing, and I did mention it to I mentioned it to a person with the shirt, identifying him as an employee, but he said he was only in maintenance and not a ranger, so he basically wouldn't help me. So there's a lot of lack of empathy regarding the staff and these kinds of things. And okay, so then I just go back to my business. I go back to my camping, and the next day, well, if you've watched any of my videos, there have been issues regarding the bathroom. And oftentimes, when nature calls, is the time that my camping membership decides to clean the bathrooms. And the timing is almost always at the same time. And so I woke up early and I thought, I'm going to beat him to the chase. And I've been taking my daily probiotics, and I thought, I can make this move. And so, pardon me if I'm freaking you out, but okay. So I go there, and everything was fine. I thought, problem solved. You know, I did my business. I avoided the Christmas rush. I didn't have to deal with the staff freaking out when I'm trying to go in there, and have to wait an hour or more for them to clean the bathrooms. And I thought, great. And then so I walk out. I start to walk out the door, open the door, and there's this little girl. Well, there was somebody else in there too, some in the opposite side. So obviously a man was going about the same time I was, and there was a little girl there with this man, and I don't even know if it was the same man that was in there. But He also had a big dog, and the guy looked kind of like a greasy version of Johnny Depp. And the little girl, I don't know, 10 or 12. Anyway, so as I was walking out, he wouldn't back up. And even if we didn't have the social distancing thing, he was too close for my comfort. He just didn't give me any space, and that made me very uncomfortable. I hate it when people do that. But especially now, we're supposed to be social distancing, and he gave me none of that. And he had a big black dog, and there was like foam around his mouth, from what I saw. And if you know what that means, that cat could mean that the dog had rabies. But anyway, whatever. So as I was walking out, he says, "No weapons, Zoe." What does that mean? Anyway, I also mentioned that to a park ranger who was a lady who previously I had a rapport with. She was very understanding and helpful and really nice to me before. And all of a sudden, she's like, well, you're very sensitive to those things, aren't you? So here's the deal with camp memberships. If you're a woman traveling alone, be careful. Because the camp memberships pretty much cater to couples and men, I suppose. And the rules are you're not supposed to have any weapons. You're not supposed to, there's no carrying. If you have a license to carry or anything, you could get kicked out of the camp for having firearms. And so that's their rule. Yet when a woman feels uncomfortable, when somebody is crossing our boundaries, getting in our space, bothering, harassing. I've had other things happen. People banging on my rig in the middle of the night, and not because I'm parked where I'm not supposed to be parked. I pay for this membership. In fact, I got an upgrade, and I'm paying on a loan right now. And anyway, so I just left. So there's that. Because I did the math, and I thought, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if this is something to be concerned about or not. But the thing of it is, there's two different guys that are getting close to my boundaries. And if they are planning something, and if they've figured out or found out that I am a woman who travels alone, maybe they are planning something. I don't know. But here's the thing. I'm not one of those nomads that does the boondocking thing, kind of, for the most part. I have, but I have a camping membership. And, it's funny because Bob Wells and them and people who live mostly on BLM land and rest areas and Walmarts, and because the Walmarts around here don't let you stay, and National Forest and all that. Frankly, around here, I don't know how they do it, because I would. Okay, so what am I trying to say? So, see, I got a camping membership because I thought I would feel safer with a camping membership because I got people around. Now they do drive me crazy, but I thought, okay, that's the price I'll pay for safety, for security. There's people around. If I'm crying bloody murder, there's somebody next door who will probably, hopefully, hear, my cry for help if I can't get to my phone and call 911. So, but it's not working out very well. That's the bottom line. So you can judge for yourself. There's all kinds of nomads that have all kinds of different ways of doing their nomadic lifestyle. I am full time, but if there's anybody if there's anything funny going on, they're really not there for you. At least for a woman alone. Maybe they are for couples. I don't know. Maybe they are for older retirees. I don't know, my gray is starting to show up. I colored my hair maybe a month ago. My gray is already starting to show up. But I decided, I was starting to grow out my gray, and I decided I really didn't like it. Because it really does, when it was really coming through a lot of gray, it just really aged me a lot. And so I thought, yeah. My grandma, my dad's mom, she colored her hair until Grandpa died. And Grandpa died, my dad's dad, and he was 78. And so Grandma, Dad's mom, was coloring her hair dark brown until Grandpa passed away. So, pretty much most half of her adult life. And so I thought, yeah, I'm 54. I think I can still keep coloring my hair. So, anyway, so I'm back at my Mooch Docker's house, and I have a few different ideas, but I'm going to mix it up a little bit. And I do have some business to take care of. I have some doctor appointments. I still have a tremendous amount of organizing to do between the space I am paying for a storage room at my Mooch Docker's house. I also have a storage unit, and I also need to reduce in here. But I'm not going to go crazy with the throwing away. I'm just not going to do it. I have gotten rid of a lot of stuff, and there is some throwing away that I do plan on doing. Throwing away, giving away. I've done giving away every time. Every time I moved apartments, I would get rid of stuff. But I'm not just going to throw away perfectly good stuff. Actually, I did when I moved out of my apartment. Yeah, I left furniture, and I actually gave away furniture to neighbors, and then saw it in the garbage area. But anyway, it was good riddance, I suppose. So, here's the thing. I'm not down on the nomadic living thing. I am discouraged. I'm discouraged with my particular situation. But I'm not like, oh no, I don't want to do this anymore because I got problems. I was in subsidized housing, and I tell you, that was not good. Not a good situation. You gotta have good neighbors. I did have a lot of good neighbors. But then you get your weirdos. They mix. Problem with subsidized housing is they mix the drug addicts with the retired and mentally disabled and physically disabled. So basically, your most vulnerable population in the whole country with drug addicts. That sounds like a good combination, doesn't it? That's a government solution to our problems. So, I got to find some Seahawk earrings. Anyway, I broke one of my Seahawk heart earrings. One of them broke. And when I was meeting Mama Lynch and Mama Bennett and Mama Britt, I can't even find it now. Anyway, I lost. Oh, it was this one. Formerly of the Seahawks. They're all Seahawk moms, or they were Seahawk moms. Anyway, I had another earring that was just like this, and it broke. Anyway, so now I only have one of two different kinds, and I can't find it. I wonder if I could do this. What if I wore two different... You know what I think I'm going to do? I can't find the other football one right now. And I have the 12 one. I'll just wear one on each side. What do you think of that? Yeah, why not? Why not? Anyway, I gotta put on some makeup. Maybe I'll do another video for that. I have a few videos that I want to do for various purposes, totally different reasons. And maybe I'll change my clothes, at least change my shirt for each video, just to give it a little variety so you know this is... Well, while we're at it, let me show you what I bought. I've had it now for a couple months. But, makeup. Yeah, I finally got a makeup case that stores it all in one place. Because I was sick and tired of like, where's this and where's that? And it's all over the place. I mean, I had to get organized. I either had to get rid of it or organize it. And, you know, I would organize it because why would I want to get rid of something that I want to keep? Anyway, I am, just FYI, in the future, when I get the time, I am going to get rid of stuff. But most of the stuff I'm going to be getting rid of, it really is going to be real junk. Real junk, like the kind that you should throw away kind of junk. And I probably will give away some stuff too. So now I'm going to be doing my makeup. And this is kind of a, I don't know, not a really, it's not a very detailed video, but I wanted to tell you about what happened. So I'm going to do my appointments, and then I'm going to get back out there. I'm not throwing in the towel on nomadic living, but I will tell you this. I got a confession for you. The truth is that if, unlike a lot of the nomadic people out there, though I love my little house, don't get me wrong, but I'll tell you this right now, if I got the opportunity to like have a little house, I'm not talking about an apartment with living around other crazy people. I mean if I could live in my own little house and have a little privacy and my own little private life, or you know, if I got married, because I'm not going to be living with somebody unless I'm married. It goes against my religion. I would give this up. Maybe, yeah, I'm not committed to this, is what I'm saying. But this is a situation I'm in right now because of circumstances, because I could not afford, I really can't concentrate on putting on my makeup and talking at the same time. Yeah, I would, you know what I would really like? My grandparents, my mom's parents, they had this gigantic garage behind their house that they had built when they lived there. There was actually an old garage that was falling down. They even had somebody painted a picture and it was like leaning this way. The garage was leaning. Anyway, very dangerous to have to walk in. Should have been knocked over years before it was. But anyway, that was what was there before. And then they had a big prune tree in the back, and my brother and I used to eat those. They were Italian prunes. Oh, they're so good right off the tree. Anyway, so they had this fantastic, humongous garage, and Grandpa, actually, you know, that Grandpa, he used to go down to Quartzsite, Arizona every January with Grandma when they were retired. Yeah, he loved it. He collected rocks. Anywho, that's what I would like to live in. Is a gigantic garage. I would park my rig inside the garage so nobody could see me. And then within the rest of the room in the garage, I would store my extra stuff. I could even have a landline phone in there if I wanted to. I could I could plug in a TV, you know, the works, have the whole deal. I could have cupboards. Well, I wouldn't like, I mean, say I was renting it from somebody, I wouldn't have things built in there, but I could store stuff in there, in drawers and cupboards or whatever. That's what I would like, honestly. And if I could do that and pay off my loan for my camping membership, pay it off and then sell it, because I'm stuck in a situation right now where I can't even sell my membership until it's paid off. I don't even remember the rule for that, but that's what I signed up for apparently. I didn't remember that. Yeah, but it was definitely a mistake. A big mistake. Never should have done it. A big, huge regret. One of my huge regrets in life. Not quite as bad as the one of marrying who I married and am now divorced from. Not quite as bad as that mistake, but it was a big mistake. I can tell you that. Yeah. Another thing that I would do would be, and I for years I've been having a dream, a fantasy, call it what you want, of getting like a Home Depot storage shed and putting it on somebody's property, and then and adding to it over a period of time. Put electricity in it when I had the money saved to do so, and renting some property from somebody. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing that for years. Because I used to be on Section 8 housing, low income housing. I was on that for about 20 years because I was a single parent. I raised my son by myself. And I didn't get married until after my son was grown and out of the house. And then I got married. Not exactly God's way of how we're supposed to do things, but that's what happened in my life. Yeah, so I would do that. What I would like is like a storage shed with a loft, and then put a at least a full size bed up on the loft, have like a stairs to go up the loft, and then have a tiny little space just large enough to have a kitchen and a place to sit down, and a very small little room for the bathroom, and that's it. Very little. And then what I would do for storing, like, storage, because I want to keep nice, pretty long dresses, nice, pretty short dresses. I want to have some nice, pretty clothes. They make me happy. Having pretty clothes makes me happy. And I don't regret keeping them. And I know you got to choose. I mean, I've heard it, and I understand it. But I want to have my pretty clothes and so forth, and I want a place to put them. So that's just kind of where I'm at today. Like I said, I love this little RV. It's adorable. I really, really like it. But what I've wanted all along, what I've been looking for, is peace. I don't want to live near bad neighbors. I don't want to have a landlord that I don't know. I don't want to get into this. I just want to live in a peaceful, relatively safe, and relatively peaceful place. I know this is a crazy world and it's not getting any better. I know that. But that's what I want. That's what I hope to find anyway. And maybe it'll never be that way. Maybe this is my curse in life, is I have to always be, I have to learn to trust God by having crazy people around me all the time. I have to learn to trust God because my son lives next door to a crazy person. She goes in their mailboxes and tears up their mail, and she threw oil on my son's roommate's vehicle as he was driving away, and they tried to break in. They were pounding on the house, and she stepped in front of my son's vehicle when my son was driving to work one day, and yeah, she's a tweaker, and she's messed up. She's off. Woo! She's a wacko, and it really scares me. And I have to trust God that God's going to watch over that house and take care of my son and his stuff and his whole little environment there, because it's really scary. And I just moved. When I moved out of subsidized housing, I felt like I moved out of an environment like that with a crazy person that lived above me. I just got out of a situation like that. But my son is still in a situation like that, and I don't get it. I don't know why we have to deal with this. But I guess maybe my philosophy on how life is supposed to be, God never promised us, he never promised us a rose garden, like that song. So I can either burn a hole in my stomach and worry myself to death, or pray and give it over to God that God's going to take care of him. And same with me. I do have some defenses. I'm not going to specifically mention what they are, because I can get in trouble with my camp membership for having anything. I'm not going to tell you what it is, whether I have it or not, for all the reasons why. There are certain people I would want to think I do have something, and then certain people I don't want to think that I have something, for opposite reasons, and you can figure that out. So, but I do have some things to defend myself if I were attacked, but no, I don't always carry them with me. I don't know what that guy was talking about when he said no weapons, Zoe. I don't know what he was talking about. If he just decided that I wasn't carrying anything based on what the clothing I was wearing, because I didn't have any pockets, because I didn't have any bulges, in my belly. So he just assumed I'm not carrying anything. I don't know how he came to that conclusion and why he even concerned himself about it. But it was very much crossing my boundary, and I hate it. I hate it when people cross my boundaries. I would never wish this COVID on anybody. I would never wish it to happen. But there's a couple things that I really like about what has happened with it, and that is that in the grocery lines, we have to give people their space. I hated it when people would be close to me when I was getting my card out. Because people can have scammers, and they can get your credit card number with their scammer. And also, they can look, or I just hate that feeling, having a stranger get in my space. And the other thing is the cleaning that they do. There's just a lot more cleaning as a habit. Some people never did that before. Some of us have never changed our habits. Some of us are doing the same thing we always did before COVID ever happened. I am. I haven't changed anything. Except I gotta wear a stupid mask. And I use hand sanitizer more than I used to. Okay. This is an extremely long video without makeup. You probably don't want to listen to me. Well, I could do my makeup this way. You can watch me do my makeup this way, I suppose. I usually do like the fat black first, like in the corners, and then I use the skinny one to kind of even it out. I think this is the longest video I ever did. Anyway, I'm going to try some things I never did before. I have used a camp stove before, a propane camp stove. I'm going to learn how to, I'm going to do some boondocking, and I'm going to try and get myself comfortable with using my propane stove. Since I do have an RV, I'm going to do a video on my bathroom procedure, which has changed. Yeah, I've improved my bathroom procedure. I can't use the bathroom in this RV. It's a Class C because it only has about a day of storage, and then it will overflow, because that has already happened. So I don't use the toilet for that reason alone. So I just camp anywhere. I just camp anywhere. I don't, and I like to be plugged in, but I rarely use the sewer, the toilet. Now, if I am plugged in, which I have done before, I have used the toilet, but it has to be consistent all the time, because I can't, there's not enough room to save for dumping. There's no dumping with this RV. It's, you either hooked up or you don't use it. It's simple as that. So let's see, I think I said most of the stuff I wanted to say about that. I'm going to make some reservations. I'm going to go back out there. But I don't know. I'm thinking of a lot of different options. I'm thinking about making shorter trips. You know, so like if there's a weirdo there, I don't know what it is about these camping memberships. There are homeless people that go in there, but these aren't just homeless people. The guy that I saw in the bathroom, he had his family with him. They were camping. It's not somebody homeless that just walked in, which does happen. And I can tell you other stories about that. It was a family. I don't know how to defend myself against that, and I mean regarding to the camp rangers, to my camp memberships, to say, yeah, this guy's harassing me. He's married and has a child. So why is he bothering me? Good question. Somebody explain that to me. I can't figure it out. Yes, I can. They're scamming me they want to steal my rig. That's what they're looking to do. They're going to gang up on me. It was two different guys, and they're going to see what they can take from me. Maybe my purse. Somebody suggested maybe they were just looking to see if I had a purse on me. You know. Sometimes people assume that people have money who have rigs. They assume we have money. This was given to me. I didn't buy this. I don't have money. I'm on disability. Ha! So if they kill me because they think they're going to get something from me, yeah, if they get my rig, other than that, they're not going to get much. Sometimes I just get really angry about the whole thing, and I just get all pissed off. So I got to move on. And I got to stop expecting that the camp rangers empathize, because they don't. They don't empathize. They don't understand. All they're concerned about is their own job and what they need to do. And they're more concerned about keeping their job, making their money, helping my camp membership make money, and that's what they're concerned about. And single women living alone that maybe don't feel safe because there's some wackadoos around, we're on our own. So I gotta finish my makeup. I can't concentrate and get it done while I'm talking. I'm sorry. So I gotta get ready to go and to have a life. But I'm gonna take care of some business here, and then I got some big plans. I don't know if I can really tell you what they are for obvious reasons. But I do have some plans to go places and do some things. Honestly, I don't know how some of you ladies, people go and do that. I know you post your videos after the fact. I understand that. Maybe I suppose that's what I might do. But I do have some plans. But I am kind of staying in a particular area right now for sort of my home base area to take care of some things, which I already explained, and then I do have big plans to head out. So I'm not just staying put. I'm not just parking in somebody's driveway and calling it and giving up, throwing in the towel and say, "Oh, I guess this is it." No way. So I'm going to end this extremely long video, and I'll be back. I have a very short video to do, but it should be informative for you. Yeah, I'll change my clothes. I might even do it today too, but I'll change my clothes just to give you a little variety. And my hair will be different because it looks different when it's dry. Okay, well, y'all have a lovely day. I hope I didn't discourage you too much, but I did a little complaining with you, and I hope it wasn't too negative. So I do appreciate you all who watch and who I watch, and if I make money on this someday, that would be great. And if not, I'm just interacting. Okay. God bless you. Bye-bye.